2018 Dutchtown Sound. And we're going to do our Star Spangled Banner and immediately following the alma mater. So please remain standing for both. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to have a front ensemble feature. They've been working very hard, and you know, these young people behind me, it's funny, they come, they move equipment, and they play the halftime show. and they move equipment. And they sit in the stands and have a great time, but at the end, after the halftime show, they move equipment again. So we want to feature them with their performance of what they've been working on the last week or so. All right, front ensemble. My name is Shirley Bell. I'm the band director over here, and we have two very capable band directors and wonderful band directors now to help us in the band world. Our assistant director is in the back working with the mic, Mr. Daniel Mullenberg. Our newest assistant is new to the band director world, but not new to Dutchtown. He's a former graduate of Dutchtown High, David Swartz, and he's a new assistant director. We would like to thank our administration for all the support that we have. We love our principal, she loves us, and I'm going to introduce to you Ms. Carla Francois to come and say a few words. Ms. Francois.
I will be quick. I know we're running very far behind tonight. Thank you again for being patient. You must know that, especially for you parents who have freshmen at Dutchtown High, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I am blessed to be a part of this school community. My family is blessed to be, we are blessed to be Griffins. And the Dutchtown sound is a huge part of that. I love to come to this night. I listen during band camp from my office, and I can hear them growing during band camp. And then to see them to perform tonight, Friday night football games, and then to see how far they've come by the time they're in Lafayette, performing with great bands from around the state. And then to see them during concert season, it's just marvelous. And we thank you for entrusting your children to us. And I could not be more proud of the Dutchtown sound. The adults, our band directors, but all the other adults, parents, we cannot do this without you, and I am truly grateful. So thank you for being here tonight.
Staff, if you'll just come forward. and I'll introduce you. We couldn't have done this week without all the wonderful help that we had. And y'all just line up on one of the lines and step forward as I call your name out, and I'll tell everybody. Mr. Mike Bro, Field Music and IT Tech. Taylor Barbe Assad, LSU Doctoral Student. Jennifer Cooley, LSU grad student, finance instructor. Cliff Cruz, LSU grad student, bluegrass instructor. Gary English, Northwestern University, Illinois, doctoral student. Mr. Mark Bonner, LSU grad student, bluegrass instructor. John Wayne is his nickname. Marley Eller could not be with us tonight. He went back to his hometown in California, but he was here last week, and I certainly want to recognize him for all the great work he's done for us in the past. Ms. Sarah Baker, flute instructor, student at LSU. Ms. Jessica Baronet, horn instructor and grad of LSU. And Mr. Christian Petrie, percussion instructor and field tech, and also a student at LSU. They have done just an outstanding job this week, and we are so very proud to have them. And did I not say? You were first on my list, I apologize. Sarah Bro is color guard instructor, graduate of Dutchtown High and Northwestern Catholic, and Joe Castleberry, who is a Dutchtown band director at LSU, Mr. Matt Atkinson, who is a teacher at Dutchtown High in physics and civics, and also a clarinet instructor and was a member of the Tiger Band. I forgot to turn the page. Well, I apologize. So, let's see where we are. Is Mr. Boudreaux here? Craig Boudreaux. All right, Mr. Craig, you want to come down and say a few words? We'll go ahead and start with something else, and you'll get back and you can talk to them about the Boosters Club if you like. I'm going to let Mr. Schwartz is now going to direct one of the tunes that the students learned this week, and everybody knows that it's Hey Baby, and when you see, if you know the words, please by all means sing with us. We have over 60 freshmen this year, and one of our largest 8th graders, and we love to have the 8th graders come in because this gets them ready. First of all, it makes their bands better at their respective schools, and they become more acclimated to what's going to be going on at Dutchtown High next year when they become a full participating member of the Dutchtown Sound. So 8th graders and 8th graders, would you please just come one step forward and wave. 8th graders, stand one step forward and wave. And I would also like to introduce to you our newest members is the 9th graders in the Dutchtown Sound. 9th graders, please step forward and wave your hands. Mr. Boudreaux? Mr. Boudreaux is the president of the Sound Board, and he's just going to say a few words about the parent organization.
How y'all doing? Okay, so I'm president of the Band Boosters Club, which is basically the club that helps out the band and everything they do. We help Miss Bell to put on do all this wonderful stuff with the band. We need volunteers in order to help them out. The first meeting is this Thursday at well, not the first meeting, but this 7 o'clock in the band room. So expect to see a few people there to come by and help out. Be listening to y'all emails, and we're sending those information out. So thank y'all.
I'd also like to introduce to you the officers. Officers, would you please, just officers and section leaders, please stand forward, take 2 steps forward, and wave. We have so many of them. This band department could not run without them, so congratulations to them. At this time, we're going to play Griffins in the House, and they love this piece, and you'll see why. Our halftime show is called City of Dreams. When the Symphonic Wind took a trip to New York and played at Carnegie Hall last year, we decided that we wanted to do a New York theme. And I'm going to let Mr. Bodenbach explain to you what this entails.
All right, so we're going to open up our City of Dreams almost as if the city of New York is waking up. We have a featured solo on Rhapsody in Blue. Caleb Provencher is going to start playing the Rhapsody in Blue clarinet solo. He's going to play a role as a character in our show. He's an aspiring musician who's wanting to become professionally, getting gigs and all that kind of stuff as a character. But his real job is a construction worker. And so he starts the solo practicing at home, and throughout the first movement, he'll be making his way when we do the show towards his through the city of New York to this construction site work job. The second movement is about him kind of contemplating where he's at in his life and thinking about wanting to become that musician, but he doesn't feel like he belongs in his current job. So he's trying to think about that, and then eventually, when we do the third closing movement, he'll hear a jazz club scene open up, and then we'll see if he gets invited on stage and perhaps gets to play with the jazz club at the end. So I hope you enjoy it. Our drum majors are going to conduct this. We have Nadia Parra, Rebecca Henson, and Parker Blackwell, who is at another school function, but they'll go ahead and take the lead on this one. Hope you enjoy.
Parents, I give this speech every year, and I know Mr. Boudreaux mentioned that you do so much to help the band department. This band department is so large now. We have over 250 on the field. That's going to be in the marching band this year, and that's a large number, and we cannot do this alone. And so any kind of way that you can volunteer, please do so. We send out numerous emails for you to sign up. And again, our first booster meeting is coming up this Thursday. It's always the second Thursday of the month. And we'd like to see you there to help and volunteer to help your children. Now, I'll tell you this right now, ninth grade parents, you get to high school and you go, oh, all right, I'll have to go and take my kid everywhere all the time. But let me tell you, I have done this for 103 years, and I can tell you that the kids who succeed most are the ones with parents attending functions. They'll tell you they don't want you there, but deep down inside, they're very proud and very happy that you're there. And don't let them tell you, I don't want you to come, because you just say, too bad, I'm coming anyway, so deal. So again, thank you for tonight. We, in closing, Mr. Bodenbach, Mr. Schwartz, and myself will be standing at the gate on the way out, and we'd like to meet you. There's also a party here, rain permitting. I think the rain is going to fly over us, thank goodness. But by 11 o'clock, this place has to be cleaned and everybody out. I told some people today it's been a long month this week. So at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be ready to go to bed, and I'm sure they will be too. It's been a great, great 2 weeks, and we thank you again. And students behind me, you're just awesome. Thank you for all your dedication and all the hard work that you've done. We'll start off with the fight song, and then we'll let the drum majors, you need to make an announcement real quick, or you want to do it after the fight song, before dismissal? After the fight song. Oh, okay.
Okay. So here at the Dutchtown Sound, we came up with a new system. It's called Section Wars. And so this week our goal was to memorize the first movement. And so right now with leading points, we have the percussion, including drumline and pit, with 11 in the lead. Tied for second place is clarinets and flutes with 9 points. the highest score for this week, we went ahead and got some ice cream for them. They have some ice cream sandwiches. And whenever we dismiss, we would like them to go ahead and enjoy all the food that we have from the Band Booster Club. And go ahead and let them go and get it all first before anybody else. So congratulations to Joe Michael Professional.
And we'll show you our dismissal that we do every day at rehearsals and everything. They like it, so we keep doing it. Thanks. Thank you for coming, and any parent who wants to stay for the party is certainly welcome. And if not, have your children out of the gates before 11 o'clock tonight. Thank you.